chicken. I got raw shrimp. So the raw shrimp usually comes in a shell. So I'm really just cracking the shell off and opening and then removing them. So now I have it in my bowl. So usually people would just cook shrimp like that, but there's a vein in it right there that you're supposed to remove because it's called the poop vein. So just go through every single last one and remove that vein. So now that I cut up the chicken and I deveined the shrimp, I will be bringing it to this pan. I have put olive oil in it, as you see. And then over here, I have some water boiling. And this is where I'm going to be putting the pasta. And my little tricks that I do when I cook pasta, I put a little bit of butter in it. So just put a little cube of butter in it. I have non-salted butter here. So I'll let that boil. Then while I have this over here, I'm going to start this up. All right, so next I'm going to be putting the chicken into this pan. So I'm going to let the chicken fully cook first. All right, so now I'm about to put this chicken looking just like how I want it. I'm using a spatula so I can maneuver a little bit easier, and I have more to flip at once instead of using a fork. Alright, so I am chopping up this green here. So it's pretty much cut the way I want it to be cut. So I'm gonna let this sit over here for a little bit. Alright, so now I'm gonna come back over here to this chicken. So I like my chicken to be a little bit grilled. Make sure all of your sides of the chicken is fully cooked. All right, so this is pretty much grilled. So I will be removing this from the pan into a bowl. See how the spatula comes in handy? Instead of using a fork, you can scoop up more at a time. Okay, so now I have taken my chicken out. I have my shrimp in a bowl. I rinsed out my pan that I will be using. I will be adding the shrimp to the pan. And my butter to my shrimp. Take a look. You want it to be fully cooked. So my noodles over here are about done. Voila. So my noodles are done, so I'm going to remove the water See, my noodles aren't sticky because sometimes when you don't use butter to cook with it in the water, they will end up being dry and sticky. So please use butter when you're boiling noodles. So back over here, my shrimp is pretty much cooked. They have that crisp to them. So I will be adding minced garlic. Just a tad. You don't want it too garlicky because I already added the garlic salt to it. So just a tad bit of garlic. Not too much. Probably like a little scoopful. Add that to it. Then I will be adding some lemon. Get a little zesty here. I will be adding my chicken back to the pan. I will be adding my mushroom. I rinsed them off and put them in a bowl. Let that all cook together. Look at that, delicioso. All right, so I will be adding my greens to the chicken, mushroom, and shrimp. Just adding a green, protein. So I added the noodles to the pan with the rest of the food. I will be adding Classico 4 cheese. I will be adding this to it. And I'm just mixing it all together. It is healthy, it is quick, it is efficient. Protein, chicken, shrimp, green. Put it all together and boom, there it is. You have witnessed the first dish of Everyday Eats. So stay tuned for another video and I will surprise you with another dish. All right, see you in the next video.